What's fascinating in the world of data journalism today in Europe is that anything is possible. I mean, we're a team of 6-7 people, and we're able, in just a few weeks or days even, to set up a network of people from different newsrooms throughout Europe and to build something much bigger than what we could do just by ourselves. And there is really this feeling that anything is possible. There is a lot of enthusiasm everywhere, and it lets us imagine and do amazing projects. So the people who had the most influence on me were in the mid-2000s, Rob Curley at Lawrence, Texas, and his team, including Adrian Holovati and what he wrote at the time. And I'd say that today, the one person who has the best vision about data journalism is Reginald Shua at Reuters and on his blog, Structuring Journalism. The tools you need to do data journalism are mostly Google and a lot of knowing how to learn new tools. The tools I was using 5 years ago don't exist today, and you always have to find ways to use what's best at the given time. So the one thing you need really is an ability to learn, to search, and to know a bit of programming, because it helps a lot. So the data journalism project I'm most proud of is the Afghan war logs that we did in 2010. So what happened was in July 2010, WikiLeaks published war logs from Afghanistan together with the New York Times, Guardian, and Spiegel. And at the time, WikiLeaks was not known. And we just saw that. We were working in a very small team at OVNI in Paris. We just saw that on Sunday night, and we thought, well, there is something to do here. So just with 3 people, we spent the whole night and the next day working on a small app that lets French users go through the logs, because nobody in France saw it, and was really popular and had a real impact. I mean, people who were interested in the Afghan war were able to look at data and documents that they could not have access to otherwise. So we're really proud of this, and was really the first time that we, a small team of nobodies, could really prove, we could prove that data journalism had a real utility for the journalistic ecosystem. So my advice to young journalists would be to learn code. It's really the one skill that's going to be the most useful, not only because it lets you do stories that people who do not code cannot do, but also because from a financial perspective, it's the one thing that's going to let you earn enough money to do journalism. I mean, that's what I did at some point when I was younger. And I wasn't that successful. I survived by doing basic development jobs that you can do with very little skills. And with this money, I was able to keep doing journalism, and I couldn't have done that otherwise. I would just have taken any job that I could. So really, the most important thing is to learn a bit of coding. There is no way around it. It's going to be two-pronged, I'd say. On the one hand, most of the techniques that we use today will become mainstream, and we will just call them journalism, I hope, in a few years. On the other hand, some of the approaches that we take, looking at information as purely data, and how storytelling is really the end product of these big databases. This is going to lead, I think, to new companies that look at journalism not as a collection of articles or videos, but as one big database on a vertical that they know inside out, that they are the only ones to own, who actually curated and built it, and who are able to make stories out of this. So I see really these two different approaches for the future of journalism.